Good morning, Timmy. My name is NoNo, and welcome back to Wani Hug That Gator. We just got done with day 3 of school, and I think we're about to be hitting ourselves with a time jump here because something's bound to happen. We've definitely gotten through Olivia's defenses, and we've proved that we care enough to want to try to be friends about her. So I think there's going to be a big leap in time, and I'm not just saying that because it says a week into September. I just realized it says that, but. Yeah, welcome back. We're just going to continue on like we've been doing. So a week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally feeling acclimated to St. Hammond. Things have been going pretty smooth lately, if I do say so myself. Over the past week or so, I've been getting more and more used to my new friends, learning new quirks of them daily over lunch in our classes. Like Olivia's penchant for tail whips. As I sit on the metro to school, my foot comes up to prod at the tender spot on my shin. I also learned not to borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself, even when we're partnering up, but I do my best to play nice. Not to say she's being rude or anything, just quiet. More and more, I kind of figured that part of her silence was just nerves. Accepting that silent facet, I think we found some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Among other things, Damien and Liz have given me their numbers, or rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's numbers. At first I thought Liz would be mad that Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reasons. I also got Ben's number since he figured we'd be doing a lot more team projects in photography class. My eyes rolled over the past messages from my new friends. I became so engrossed rereading them that I nearly missed the announcement of my stop. I scrambled to get off the metro, the closing doors just catching my jacket and forcing me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. Not gonna let that bring my mood down though. It's Friday, meaning after today comes the weekend. So maybe we skipped a day in time, I don't know. It's a quick walk from the station. I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some of the small stores that surround the school, the ones that are usually staffed by student workers. They're also empty. One of them has lights on, but it just looks like the manager's looking over some paperwork inside. I don't recall any announcement about a holiday today, and while I admit to have forgotten what day it was in the past, I'm absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everyone? Even the entryway to the school is barren. The door probably won't even open. Yep. Hello? I dance a bit in front of the camera watching the door. It does not respond. You know what? Damien would know what's going on. I flip through my contacts and find Damien's number. I put the phone in my ear and pray that he picks up. After a minute or so of waiting, the dial cuts off and is replaced by Damien's voice. Yo, what up, Nico? Hey, Damien. I'm at the school right now and it looks like no one's here. Know what that's about? What are you... There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Yo! Didn't you hear? Hear what? Today's the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. Celebrating? Yeah, we're actually having a cookout at my place today. Say, you want to come over? The generous but spontaneous offer caused me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damien, but it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude on your guys' party. What? It's no big deal at all, my dude. My folks enjoy the company, and there's going to be plenty to eat, too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. I weigh my options. Either go to the party, or I could just take the metro back home and sit in my room doing nothing. Inky, you still there, buddy? Yeah, still here. Was just clearing my schedule. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? Of course not, amigo. A friend of mine is a friend of the family. Well, alright then. Nice, I'll text you the address. See you soon, compadre. With that, the call ends, and not a few seconds later that I get a text notification. D-Man. Oh, dear God, don't name him D-Man, bro! Dude, just that little bit of the screen that says D-Man is typing, you know there's about to be some deranged shit that could possibly spew from this. Go the long way around the neighborhood, doesn't chain his dog. Oh, neighbor doesn't chain his dog. I copy and paste the address on my Gruggles app. Huh, looks like Damien lives pretty close to the school. Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try out running a loose dog with my physique. Well, better make my way over then. 61189, 61191. Ah, here it is, 61193. The house looks standard for a house in this neck of the woods, or neighborhood. It's a one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I walk up to the stone step path to the front door and ring the bell. The grocery bag wrapped around my fingers is starting to chafe a bit. I could have just come right away, but it felt bad coming over empty-handed, so I got something for the party. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores on the way over. Doesn't seem like much, but as my mom taught me, it's courteous to come to a party with something. Actually, I realize how ill-prepared I look for an end-of-the-summer celebration. With Damien mentioning a pool, everyone else must either be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Meanwhile, here I am looking overly formal. Not like I could have thought to bring swim trunks to school. The door swings open and out steps Damien. Inko! Whoa, man, you're crazy early! You've come bearing gifts! Yep, here I am. I didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got a salad. Aw, you didn't have to, dude! Seriously, though, you didn't have to. My family and I are carnivores. But thanks! Still, it's not, like, even 10, man. Oh, you didn't give me a time, so... Nah, that's my bad. Still, since you're here early, you can come on in. Well, don't I feel silly. Damien still accepts the grocery bag and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everyone's out back right now. He turns back, making for the sliding door on the opposite end of the house. Ooh, this is a nice place. Following after, I barely have time to take in what I think is a living room and dining room. There's a number of toys strewn about, foam dart guns and loose game controllers. Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Hey everyone, we've got a guest already! Stepping out onto the wooden deck, I'm surprised to see the pool and the yard. To the left of me is what looks to be an older, heavier set version of Damien. Oh my good fucking god, it's fucking Hank Hill as a goddamn VELOCIRAPTOR thing! What in the fuck? That is terrifying! I'm sorry, I have to I'm taking a fucking screenshot of that! Holy fuck, I was not prepared for Hank Hill as a dinosaur. Alright, out of there! Hello, sir. I'm Inko. He shifts the barbecue tongs from his right hand to his left so that he can shake my hand. Randy Payne! You can just call me Randy, though. I hide the grimace as we shake hands, feeling what I'm guessing is a very sticky marinade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come this early. I just finished getting the good stuff all sauced up. As soon as he lets go, he focuses back on the piles of different meat heaped up onto the grill. Meanwhile, I grab some nearby napkins to wipe the sauce from my hand. Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got brisket, flanks, ribs, sirloin, tenderloin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, browns, and shanks. That's a lot of cow. All marinated in my special mix of wet rub and dry rub seasonings. Oh wow, that's a lot of Randy. Me, Damien, and Soph will be doing it in shifts. If you're interested, I'll let you lend a hand too, if the missus doesn't rope me into carrying around too much. Sure, sounds fun. I've never actually grilled before. It's not too tough, you'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damien the question that's been on my mind. Hey Damien, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this celebration anyway? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet. Well, you see, Before Damien can properly explain, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the mention of the younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumps over the deck railing and... Acid Punch! Oh God, why? Why? Vinny! Look, bro, just like from Power Raptors, I told you I could do it. I am so sorry, Inko. Vincent! This is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. The younger dino doesn't listen. He's already run off to find another victim. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Was that really acid? No. But here, you should wipe that off. Now. I take the towel handed to me and wipe off the splotch on my pants from where Vincent had punched. The Dilophosaurus spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty. I begin to run away the spittle from my pants with a bit more urgency. Thankfully, he's more than his mother, otherwise you'd need a new pair of pants. Wait, that's an actual thing? Randy laughs. So you must be Damien's new friend from school. Indeed I am. Damien's mom head pops up to the side of the deck with a tired smile. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Oh, I didn't know we'd have guests so soon. I would have cleaned up more. You can call me Sophia, dear. Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there. Why'd you be going there today of all days? Honestly, I didn't even realize that the day's a holiday. Usually I mark them on my calendar, but it must have flown over my head. No worries then. It's mainly us dinos. I about said dilfs. Mainly it's us I almost said it again! Oh, hey, kill dinosaur, what the fuck? It's mainly us dinos who celebrate it. Yeah, Damien told me a bit about it. I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'd be more than glad to clue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks the last warm day of the season. After this, fall and winter start rolling in. Huh. Interesting. Well, this will probably make me sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate it? Well, to put it simply, the cold might be manageable for warm bloods, but not for us reptiles. It's no bueno. So we spend the last day soaking in the sun, enjoying the warm weather before it gets chilly. That makes sense. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing extra layers and putting up the heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be ice age levels of frigid back in my granddad's age, so I guess we consider ourselves lucky. Otherwise, we'd be nothing but a couple of popsicles with our tail for sticks. The patriarch lets out a laugh that's as infectious as his son's. He wipes a tear from his eye as he goes back to flipping the meat on the grill. Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. Thank you, Randy. While Damien's dad attends to the grill, I move to the banister overlooking the pool. It's filled with a couple of aquatic toys and air-filled floaties. Man, I wish my place had a pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Ruining one pair won't be a huge issue. Nah, on second thought, it'd be really annoying to deal with drying off and going home. I wonder how deep... Oh my good God, it's fucking Olivia. Ah! Ah! The hell are you doing here? I was invited! Focus on her face. Focus on her, not the other thing. What the heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. Crap. Right. Damien even told me that. Anyways. No, really, why are you here? Nobody was at school when I got there. Huh? Yeah, check the doors and everything. They announced the holiday yesterday in homeroom, didn't you hear it? That's what Liz said over the PA yesterday. I thought that was the school's anthem or something. Huh. No wonder everyone was staring as I saluted. Must not have been paying attention. But yeah, I asked Damien what was up. He said there was some event going on and invited me. Olivia sinks a bit in the water, actually. Stupid question, but... Are you really okay to swim? There's that glare again. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, you know... Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry. She simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. I kind of wish I knew about all this earlier. I would have brought my trunks. Ew, no, I'm not sharing my pool with you. What? Why not? Instead of answering me verbally, Olivia tail whips up some water at me like she's, at me like a large wave. Yo, Eco, come check this out! Olivia takes the opportunity to slink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of the dead man's float. Well, whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yeah, Damien? Well, first, my little bro has something to say to you. Sorry for giving you an acid punch, Inky. Looks like he taught his younger sibling about my nickname, too. It's alright, Vinny! Vinny extends his hand for a handshake, though it's obscured by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not real heavy to them. After the chairs, we can do the table together. Mom would be pissed if that got dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. After everything we set, we can play something fun. 'Kay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts back towards the house. Damien chuckles and we both follow after the kid. Ah! The table drops a few inches. We were able to lift it with a hard crash back onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor is already pretty shattered around here from the years. This table must actually be gold storage. It's just painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breaths and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Livia help us? She's super strong. Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We can use that. I think it might be a bit small. Ah, no fair. She's going to go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Oh, come on. Not in front of the guests, yeah? It's true, though. You don't know that. Come on. The Damien Mini-Me pouts. I think I got a better grip on the table now. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2... Wait. Huh? What's up? Ooh. Mom must have been talking about the plaque table in the garage, not the dining room table. You're right! What? Guess we gotta haul this thing back into the dining room, fellas. Great. After getting the suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damien and I carried the much lighter plastic one out to the door. As I catch my breath, I notice the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else. Either way, I guess now's the time to ask. Hey, Damien. Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Huh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, An awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just... she doesn't really stick around for family events like this, is all. Regular introvert stuff, you know, it's no big deal. And your parents are okay with it? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. She usually makes appearances for food, though. Hey, speaking of food, you want to go check on the grill? Why, there's no way the food's done by now. I know, I just like the smell. Oh, alright then. Sweet, let's go! As we make our way over to where Damien's dad is manning the grill, I catch a whiff of the spices and marinades applied to the meat. Sophia's accompanying him, helping to place the meat on the grill. How's it coming along, Pops? You making any how I like 'em? You know it, son! Have a look for yourselves! He steps aside and lets us gaze at the variety of barbecue set over the flames. The smell of it cooking and the symphonic sizzling sound has my mouth watering in seconds. Good, right? I'll say! Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab a piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is that you gotta let these babies have some time getting seared on each side. That way it really hones in the splat. Oops! There's about a silence between everyone as we stare down the piece of meat on the floor. It's not too ruined. Hey, Olivia, you want it? A pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, toss it in. What's this now? Randy proceeds to chuck the steaks right into the water as one would with chum to attract fish. Whoosh! Jeez! Anywho, since you're our first guest, Inko, you get the honor of getting choice picks. Which one you want? Oh, I don't want to impose or anything. Ah, nonsense. Besides, better to get in your picks now before the other guests arrive later. Hey, think of it as a payback for all the soda and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend a family barbecue every day. Excellent choice, Inko. Want it rare, medium rare? Well done. Hey, Inko, go for rare. Damien licks his lips as he says that. Rare, what the... Oh, carnivores. Right. I'm pretty sure a raw burger would kill me. I'll take my burger well done. Yeah, I'm sure you'll want ketchup with it too, huh? Come on, Damien. One well-done bird coming right up. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any chances. Just saying, you're missing out, amigo. I'm pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. You'd never serve that sort of thing to a guest. There's no way we could afford the suit. Randy lets out a heavy cough as he lefts the burger on his grill. It's alright, son, though it may not look like it. Vol Caldera has its share of humans. From what I know, you guys can eat about anything, right? Raw meat aside. I mean, yeah, I guess. Must be nice to be able to grab whatever's on the sale at the market. Meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy. I've seen some of that synthetic meat around. That might be cheaper. Why not try it out? Uh-oh. That was the wrong thing to say. The grill said nothing too. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into head first. Noted. I better change the subject before things get any more awkward. So, hey Damien! I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the Summer's Inn celebration anyway? Didn't my dad tell you earlier it's the last warm day of the year or whatever? Yeah, I get that part, but why is it a holiday? Ah, that. Actually, I don't really remember either. I guess I should have been paying more attention to school. It's a bit concerning he doesn't know this much about his own culture he's currently celebrating. Actually, he probably doesn't even need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last warm day of the year. Any excuse to get together is fine in my book. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in the way only children can without shattering something. And we don't get to go to school. It's nice and warm. We get to eat real good. I think those Mayans had the right idea. Vinny! Mayans, yeah. Hey, Inko, are you Alright, it's about ready. It's about time the guests showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any minute. Oh, Olivia! Across the yard, Olivia contentedly drifted to the middle part of the pool, though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom and she began paddling towards the raised deck. Are you going in soon? Yeah? Are you sure you don't want to wait until the others get here? Yeah, wait till the food's ready so we can all eat together. I'd rather not. I just have a lot of art stuff I have to do, sorry. Damien's little brother steps out from the small deck. But you said we'd play sometime today. She tries to back her uncertain tone up with a shaky smile. Maybe later, Vinny. Oh! Have fun? She lifts herself from the pool and kneels atop her chair. I'm confused at how her legs work, but my guess is that perhaps they only do above the knees. Turning about, her hands carefully set her feet down on the chair's footrest. Fully settled into the chair, Olivia rolls herself to the sliding back door of the house. I think the table's just about set. Now we really are just waiting on the others. Damien, has your friend texted you at all? Yeah, Liz said she'd be over here. She'd be here about now. Oh, it's Liz. Nice. She's bringing her uncle, too. Oh, snap! That's nice. I'll bust out the brewskis then. In fact... Damien shields his eyes and looks upward behind me. I turn too, but at this angle I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get them. Damien rushes through the back door of the house. A moment later, he emerges again as if to show off the new guests. Come on, don't make it awkward. Hi, everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here. Yeah, I got roped in. Neat. Come on, Uncle Mike, through here. Hey now, I'm not that old. Oh, Mr. Ferris is fucking... Okay, a giant figure lumbers through the doorway. That is not what I told him to get. Hey, Michael! Randy, how have you been? The two pat each other's backs and give a firm handshake. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself with all that ridiculous getup? Is it Mardi Gras? No, nothing like that. I've been trying to relate a bit more to the younger generation recently. It seems we're just too different these days and all. Ah, come on, leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Huh? Mr. Ferris? You know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out. Recommend I try this chain out. Liz jerks her head in my direction furiously. I'm gonna get it later. Oh god, really regretting the handshake now. I think he popped all my bones out at once. The food will be ready soon, Inko. Your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep an eye on the meat and make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after I nod. The rest, too, heading to where Damien, Vinny, and I had just set up the chairs and table. Turning to the grill, with a grimace, I swallow my nerves and take up the tongs. Right, nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing so bad so far. Hey, Oh. Sorry. Hey, Liz. What are you doing? Oh, everyone else is talking about Randy's cooking, and I figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? Why on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? He asked for help! You thought that was good help? Yes, he just didn't take it right. Across the yard, Vinny's jumping at the shiny object. Mr. Ferris caves and lends it to him. See? Problem solved. Ignoring Vinny now strutting around like a gangster. Oh man, whatever. What's actually cooking? I motioned the silver trays spread out next to the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a herbivore, Liz? I am, but I think Damien thought ahead for me. Wait, wasn't that the salad I brought? I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Anyway, is Olivia out here? She was just in the pool, decided to go inside. Liz's head is still for a moment as if she's in thought. Apparently it's a common thing with her. Yeah. You know, it just occurred that my face scan's probably blocking Liz's fucking goddamn face. You guys are just not even seeing her. I was hoping she'd stuck around for once. So she does this often? Every time Damien's folks throw a party, she slips away to her room. I sometimes see her at her window. Her eyes motion me to turn and look at a particular window. I can't really see from this angle. Why would now be any different then? Liz shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up to you a little. I mean, I guess. To some degree. Not like I have any frame of reference. At best, I can kind of talk to Olivia now. What? Did you just hiss at me? No. Then what? Oh, God! Spinning around, I see that something has caught fire. I grab whatever it is with tongs and flail it around, hoping the air will put it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Well, that one's a lost cause. I give the piece of charcoal a careful look, and yeah, it doesn't look edible in the least. I put it to the side and turn back to face Liz. Anyway, what were you saying about Olivia opening up? Yeah, it's strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz lets out a sigh and shrugs. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyway, I want to go catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returned to the table of the gathering, leaving me all alone with the grill once again. Burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of the food is looking good. Still, I'm not exactly the best grill master. Not like it matters too much to Damien's folks. Whether food's actually cooked or not is purely aesthetic matter. A couple more flips and the meat is brown and sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them along with the other finished pieces. Think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next. He's just going to be wrapping these things up. It doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who's enraptured with whatever guaranteed high-concept discussion they're having. Hey, Damien! Damien's frill thing perks a bit as he turns around to face me. Your turn on the grill! Alright, you got it, hombre. He waves Liz over and takes firm hold of the spatula. Okay, time to get some more... He suddenly pauses as his eyes fall upon the charred remains of a once juicy and savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and inspects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last piece of Inky. If you'd be an awesome dude, can you start serving the others what's ready to chow on? I give Damien a nod and grab the tray of cooked meat. I take the tray over to the eagerly awaiting crowd with all the care to be expected from someone surrounded by very hungry meat-eating Sererian. Upon seeing the platter of delectable and edible flesh, stop whatever they are doing and begin to gather around the table. And then I said, well, it's 'cause you look like a student yourself, miss. Ha! That's rich coming from you. Meat, 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 meat! He's finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Hopefully with my salad, too! Seems like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meal. They even eat the ones that I cooked, though I can see Damien's little brother making a slight face of disgust. Still winds up chomping on the meat anyway. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. I take a seat next to Damien and Liz and prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tried and true, ketchup and nothing more. With my burger prepared, I go in for my first bite. Gotta say, Damien's dad did a great job with the patty. So what do you think, Ego? I give a thumbs up and smile as best as I can with a mouthful. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, sauce-stained grin in return. I can see where Damien gets that toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat patty and buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself in the party's mood. Though I feel more ancillary from it, seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger, my eyes wander. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there are tons of toys scattered in the low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple of shrubs running along the fence. The word quaint comes to mind. Maybe intimate. I could draw the pictures of the kinds of events that happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographer's mind away. It's Damien's place, private property. I've had to ask before I do anything camera-related. Thinking about it, though, I do have my camera, securely stored in my backpack inside the home. part of me considers grabbing it, and as I look back towards the house, I spy a certain someone out their window. Olivia leers out across the yard. She's too far away to tell what exactly she's staring at. That must be her room, then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it is in my direction. Or Damien. He's sitting right next to me. I carefully trace where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate in my hand? Checking back, she's laser focused on something. I wander. I slowly lift the plate up and Olivia's head tilts upward with it. I lower it and her head tilts downward. A part of me wants to test this further, except that'd be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she was under is shattered with a shake of her head. I can hear Olivia's annoyed growl from here as she turns her snout up at me and returns to whatever it is she was doing. So she does want some. Why not come out? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if I just brought a plate in and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from all the finger food, to the point where they stick to my paper plate. It's actually kind of gross. Now I remember why I avoid it normally. Ungluing my fingers from the plate, Damien's mother notices my plight. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inko. Or the pool! Sticking my thoroughly marinated hands into the fingers of the pool. That just seems like a future issue for whoever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Damien's already gotten up for third, so there's plenty. I load up a new paper plate with a steak and whatever remains of the ribs and discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is partially open, just enough so that I can use my foot to press it the rest of the way open. Uh-oh. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's as good a place as any. And the kitchen's right there. I'll just rinse my hands off a bit. Making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. While I feel the stickiness start to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to be focused on Vinny, but Damien is still shooting looks to the left. The hyperactive hybrid shoots up from his seat, disappearing from view. I wonder where he... Woo! Dang, clothes still on and all. Kid was serious about washing his hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. It must be 90 degrees out today. There's plenty of soda, so I'm not in any danger of dehydration at least. I don't know about that. But geez, I'm only just now noticing how warm I still am from stepping inside. I'm surprised there's no steam rising from me. Looks a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring in a sunscreen. Crap. It's not that bad yet. Maybe the Pains have some sunscreen around. No, they're reptiles. They wouldn't have any. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. My knuckles start hurting from being wrung so much. The smell isn't gone yet, though. Anyway, should be clean enough to... Both of us are frozen. Still, locked in a staring contest. The steak shoved in her mouth. She stares like a deer caught in headlights. She spits the steak back on the plate in her lap and grips the insides of her sleeves. It takes a moment to collect herself to muster up some conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. You want a soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at. I tried. May as well. Need to get to the fridge. Oh, sorry. I step to the side to give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself to the fridge, opens it, and rummages through. We exchange a few awkward glances to the point that it's palpable in the air. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda. The kid's taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine. I'm just gonna go crash in my room. Well, there's still plenty of party going on outside. I'm busy with art. Stuff. Stuffing the soda can in her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and with a flick of her tail closes the fridge shut. But what about the party? What about it? It's still going on. And? Look, I got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, it seems like the perfect time to get together with friends and family, and I'm not their family, if you haven't noticed. And I'm not going to be here for much longer. That's a new look from her. Was it because of what I said? Olivia. What? There's a couple different things dancing atop my tongue that I wish to say. Some would be too intrusive, especially after what she just said. One, however, sticks out the most, especially after she had brought up working on it, and I genuinely want to see Olivia's process. Would you, mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be all by your lonesome, so maybe it'd be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while. Especially as I recall her freshman piece is displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff. I'll give you my portfolio drive in my backpack, after all. I have to hold back my laugh as a silly, strangled noise from surprised confusion escapes her mouth. Is that okay, then? No! It's just... I don't want anyone else in my room. Then how about the living room? I motioned at the well-loved couch nearby. She hums in a thought for a moment. Are you really that interested? Yes. I've been wanting to see your work ever since I found that cityscape piece, and the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands together tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She wheels herself back towards a shut door. I need to get my stuff set up first, though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party too, but I doubt I'll ever get another chance like this. Olivia returns with a small easel already set up with a half-finished painting. She takes a moment to shift herself from a wheelchair to the end of the couch, right next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thigh barely brush against mine, but I try to pay it no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy, although with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and crumps it in her hand. Starting over then? Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush nears the canvas slowly and gracefully, though it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Olivia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head back up, her face gaining a reddish hue. Dude, why'd you scoot so close to me? I didn't. You're the one who sat next to me. Oh. She looks away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. Then Olivia does a double take at me, her brows furrowing. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this. Shut up, that's not... You know what? Yes, it is. But I mean it's red. Oh, yeah, I think I'm sunburned. As I look over the red splotch on my arm, Olivia raises a hand and touches it. Ow, why? Gee, that really hurts. Yeah, it does. I didn't think to get sunscreen on the way over. There wouldn't happen to be any here, right? Point taken. But there's some of those spiky plants outside. Aloe something, I think. Just snap a leaf off. Mrs. Payne won't care, probably. Oh, I think I've heard something about that plant before, yeah. Alright, guess I'll give it a shot. I get up and head back out the front door. Lo and behold, there were in fact a number of those spiky plants around. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab the leaf in a spot with dull spikes. It bends and snaps off pretty easily. Man, this looks good enough to eat, but it probably tastes awful. Is it really good for curing sunburnt skin? Back inside, Olivia started painting again. She gazes intently at the page. And the plate of food I had brought in had been cleaned. Olivia holds up one last rib in her mouth like a cigarette. It waggles up and down between her teeth. When she sees me, she clutches the bone in two and swallows the last of it whole. I bring up the aloe leaf. This it? She nods and extends a hand to grab it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. Once she catches the edge of the skin, she makes quick work peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia uses it a lot to make smoothies for the family and healing salves for Vinny. They're really pretty too. Olivia blinks, coughs, and grimaces. To, paint, I mean. Natural homemade healing recipe, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Could come in handy down the line. I move to remove my jacket so the aloe can be applied properly, but I don't get far before I notice Olivia's face turning a darker shade again. No! No need to remove your jacket. Just roll your sleeves up and put the jelly on your neck. She hands me now exposed aloe jelly, all the while doing her best not to lock eyes with me. After rolling up my sleeves, I scoop out a dollop of the opaque substance. The feeling of relief hits me the moment I spread it across my neck. Man, this feels good. I start applying more to my nose, cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting, taking extra attention to her brushstrokes. The way she moves it down the canvas with such smoothness and gentleness shows her level of concentration. Not too rushed, but also not that overly focused on the art either. Using the last of the alloy to cover my arms. Alloy. I keep saying alloy. I'm fully covered in the rudimentary remedy. I take a second to throw the husk away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of the party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there, except for Mrs. Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked Vinny with a towel. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting starts to take a more defined shape. Unlike the cityscape piece, however, it looks more organic. She continues to paint in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke at Olivia for no real reason, but this might just be my only chance to ask. Hey, Olivia. Your family, the Paynes, they seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew Damien was eccentric, but I can see he gets it from the rest of your family. First of all, the Paynes are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So, how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever. Since before we were even neighbors. Ah, friends of the family. Pretty much. Whole reason I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamped shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone tinged bitter with something. A tone I felt very familiar with. Whenever my own family is brought up. Sure. The only sounds left now are brushstrokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of blotchy red and pale acrylic oil slowly forming across the white canvas expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid pace of time-lapse art videos I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious since most of these were done digitally, another thing I'd not considered. Still staring at the paint in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now more formed, definitely looking like something. Cupping my chin with one hand in contemplation, I use the other to try to trace out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors. Olivia looks back at me again, and a glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey! How long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hand fails to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like cackle. Consider it the price to see my process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it's slowly becoming an oil bust of my burnt face. Like looking in a mirror, huh? Can't you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the mural du melanoma, Olivia starts adding in a blotch of cream by my head. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? I'm not that red! Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license? Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. Must be the new sounds from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Latican's class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose. If I had to guess from the sunlight filtering in the house, it's been at least an hour. Mural de melanoma was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail. The hand holding my chin. I'm thankful she'd finished the sunglasses first, because the reflected light from the sliding back door had been searing in my retina. Olivia, hush! She turns her head and focuses entirely on the hand held by my ear, her pupils moving rapidly to try to take in every last detail. Her fingers twitch as her hand hovers over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking, and a growing redness suffled her face. The more she looks toward my eyes, the more her arm shakes and face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay. Okay? Her cheeks puff out as she exhales her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry red face to the canvas and inspects the near complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I... Yeah, you can drop your hand now. Finally. I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. Can't. I attempt to stretch my arm in front of me, and because of my stiffened muscles, my forearm is pulled back toward my face. I repeat the motion several times, the movement helping to ease the muscle until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. She drags the canvas, easel, and acrylic tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Vinny and Damien seemed to accept that Olivia would stay inside, but... Wait. I've caught her a bit off guard. Fight Olivia to join you back outside. Convince Olivia why her family needs her out there. Oh, I don't want to... You can't, like, force her to do anything she don't want to do. I guess I'll invite her again. I don't want to be fucking forceful with it. If I'm going outside, it would be rude for me to leave you without saying bye, at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure, but I think I'll try staying until the end. This has probably been the best day I've had since I've moved here, and my first real friends in a long while. Glad to have been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have been really nice to me. Better than my own parents, even. You're lucky to have them, I think. I guess. Good for you. Have fun with that. I think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen and some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne, they already have Vincent and Damien to worry about, and right now they're hosting all the other guests. They've got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth the accommodations. Just leave it. Let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. It's a little overly harsh. And it was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt to convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's not the least of thoughts I've had reading notes from my parents allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouth. Certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them sometimes. But they're your guard parents, right? They're helping your folks, yeah, but they choose to have you here because they want to let you be normal. That doesn't... a normal part of their family, I mean. I don't think they'd have you here if they didn't want that. Oh, please, go on and tell me more about my own family. Her voice is sardonic. She's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all the stuff she's known already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I, honestly, if it's mostly because of moving. You know what they say about rolling stones gathering no moss? And that way we're in the same boat. Give it a shot. There's some perfectly good moss right out there. Okay. I'll try it with you. That analogy was pretty dumb, but you're right. She's smiling. Oh, I don't know if I made the right choice. Okay, pause! This episode has gone on long enough. I apologize. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this game down in the comments below, and I will see all you know bros later. Peace for now. Bye!